Wow, g'day algebra enthusiasts. We're having a look at the next section, our next introduction lesson for algebra. We're doing it because it'll help us later on with the big topic of algebra, and a lot of these things happen throughout our other areas of maths, so a good way to start. This is algebra, order of operations. And lots of you would know about order, what comes first and then next and how to do that. So this will be sort of quick, sort of easy for you. First of all, the last lesson was about substitution, where you would swap in various numbers. And here's a quick one to revise that. If the value of the letter P is there, then it's 5. So this little sum of P plus 11, I do my setting out with an equal sign of the first, the beginning of the sentence. Change the letter P for the number 5, because that's how much it's worth in this one, plus 11, and then do my answer. This is important setting out, and you will need to follow along with that. This one over here, if Q equals 3, 4Q, then I put down the equal sign to start the next line off. 4, the time sign is missing, so I include it now when I substitute the number 3. 4 times 3, the answer is 12. Now here's one that combines the two of them. We have P plus 5Q. So my first line after that, equal sign goes in, substitute my numbers for the letters, P becomes 5, plus sign stays, 5 stays the same, I don't need to change that. I do include a multiplied sign, and then I swap in the 3 because that's the value of Q. So my sum would be 5 plus 5 times 3. I do my multiplying first, order of operations. 5 plus 5, 15, 20. And I've combined 2 of these pronumerals in there. So that's a very quick revision. Now, some new work in this one. This is where you'll start your WSQ. This is all about order of operations, what comes first. A lot of our things deal with some new terms and topics. And one of the new ones you'll have is powers. You would have seen that where you have seen 5 squared, or even 5 cubed. Another way to say that is 5 to the power of 2. So that's this little 2 at the top, which is powers. You start to see those things, you concentrate on them first. Next thing we talk about is brackets. You'd have seen those before. These are grouping symbols. Often we see these round, curved brackets, but you can have other things like parentheses, any other squiggles that put groups of numbers or pronumerals together. They're grouping symbols. After that are the ones you definitely know. Multiplying or a divide, whichever comes first as you read across your page, left to right, whichever it is first. And then plus or minus. So those ones happen across left to right as well. So here are some to have a go at. And quick examples. Here the value we've got of the pronumeral x is 5. So anytime I see the letter x, I can put in a 5. So this one says evaluate, so I'm working out an answer. 3x plus 2 minus x. My first line, all I do is substitute, I swap in letters for numbers. So, equal sign to start off the line. 3 times 5, there was no times in here, but now I substitute in, I include my multiplying sign, plus 2, now that's a constant, it doesn't change, so I keep it the same, minus 5. So I have that there, I include it. Then I go about working it out. Now my order says multiplying comes first, so I do that, 15 plus 2 minus 5, and then I can go along the line, 15 plus 2, 17 minus 5, I end up with 12. Quick little example. Another little example, but this time with brackets in them. So let's have a look. It says evaluate. 2, straight after is the bracket, x plus 2 inside the bracket, plus x. Substitute on my next line, equal sign comes first, 2 on the outside, brackets, 5 for the letter x, plus 2, brackets are closed, plus 5 for the letter x again. My first thing I did, worked out what the brackets were. That was a 7, 5 and 2 is 7, that's easy. So that's what I worked out. My next line, I'm including my multiplied sign. 2 times the 7 in the brackets plus 5. 2 7s are 14, plus the 5, I finish with 19. So I'm following my order of operations. So that's nice and quick to get you going. And there are a couple here for you to try out yourself. X plus 7 over the top of 4. Now in algebra we have this fraction setting out because it is a division sign. So what will my next line be where I substitute in my numbers instead of the letters? Then I start some working out and I'll get an answer for you to do. Another one for you to do, stepping up again, evaluate 10 minus x over the top of x. My first line is to set it out with substituting. Hang on, what is the number I put in instead of x? Do that. It will take several lines to set out and complete your working. Even if you can do it in your head, follow along with your setting out steps. If you're not sure, go back to my couple of examples. And here is a challenge one for those people who like to have a real go. I've got some substitution to do, top and bottom. I have some brackets and things to do. What comes first? I might even be missing a multiplied sign or a division sign. This is a challenge one for you to have a go at. That's you to get your teeth stuck into those. Have fun with them. See you soon.